Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Another fine morning here today, 22nd April, and we are coming in live for the Zoom community and for the Gulag here as well. Obviously, we won't be here without the Gulag. So let's take a look over here. All right, so we got people coming in slowly. We got perfect. All systems are running. Systems are up and go. So seems like gold has just been ranging here in a very tough range. But the only thing that's showing us some signs of movement is possibly pound yen for price to potentially continue bearish. Looking on the 4-hour time frame, 4 hours kind of like, came down almost to fill this wick. And now it's kind of like, maybe retracing on a smaller time frame. Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. We can see right here. Price made a low, came up, sort of like, in a rejection area here to the left hand side, 153.50. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. 30 minutes forming, a bearish candle, but we're not sure whether it's going to flip bullish to go up or whether it will close bearish to continue down to retest this low it created earlier on after London Open. So that's something we'll have to keep in mind over here for today. Did you guys miss me? Oh, no idea who you are. But yes, we did miss you. All right, let's do some fresh analysis from let's do some top-down analysis here. So daily time frame, basically daily candles had a resistance here, if we remember from Sunday, around 150-500. Price broke up, came down, closed at this range. This new daily candle is now back in this range. So if the daily candles are back in this range, this means that the move up over here was a fake out, and there's a possibility we may continue down towards the support at 149.840. So let's take a look at that on the 4-hour time frame now. So looking on the 4-hour, we did break out of this consolidation, and now 4 hours kind of like open at this point. Same idea on the 1-hour time frame here as well. We're creating a support, and we had a resistance formed right around here. We had a support formed around 150, 380, 360. Now there's a possibility for price to maybe retest this area to continue down. So we're going to see what happens here. Buying analysis would be pretty tricky. I mean, if you measure the range here, let's measure the range above 150, let's say 380 till 155.50. It's like a 17-18 pip range. Pretty small range, to be honest. Let's take a look over here. Let's take a look at this chart here first. So same idea here for sells. So let's see if that formulates here or not. Let's take a look at gold. Let's do some fresh analysis on gold. Do a top-down breakdown. Top-down breakdown on gold. Daily candles rejecting 1795, 1797. We're coming down. Now we're not sure whether it's creating a lower wick to continue up or what's happening. On the 4-hour time frame, however, we did create a resistance at 1794. We're coming down to this rejection area here. So let's take a look at this on the 1-hour time frame now. On the 1 hour, it's very clear we had a resistance up over here, right? Looking at the 30-minute time frame, we are creating a support, 1786. Since we're creating a support, I think we also broke below 1790, which was another support. Candles broke down, and now we're in this range over here. So it's a very tricky range here now. So we got to wait to see how these candles are going to close. So yeah, we're going to be watching pound yen over here to see if we create a minor resistance for price to continue down or not. I do remember there was some news over here for today as well. Let's take a look at that. So we have euro interest rates, 7:45 a.m. Interesting. This is really going to move euro here. So we're going to be watching this here for today and see what happens. Okay, unemployment claims today. Yes, we also got that here today at 8:30. So we're gonna see how that comes up. I mean, they're looking at higher numbers, but like I don't know, maybe there'll be lower numbers because the previous month were lower numbers. So if these numbers are inflated and the actual numbers are lower, I think the gold should continue dropping more. So we're gonna see what happens here. Take a look at this chart over here. This is a gold 30-minute chart. Buys above 1798. Looks good. Looks pretty good. Sells below 1784. I would also say maybe sells below 1786 would be better as well, because this is a support formed on a 30-minute time frame. I'm going to put a yellow line right over here to kind of like visually identify this area. If we do break below this area, you got a wick fill around 13 pips away, and then you got a support around 26, 30 pips away at like 1784, 1783. So this is something we could look at, you know, for price to come down to this point. And if the unemployment numbers come really good, we may continue down towards 1778. So these are some things to, you know, take into consideration. Also, I think another important thing to note is that this previous bullish candle on 30-minute time frame closed a weak bullish candle. This means that there is less bullish momentum, right? So based on this pattern, what we've seen is if this current candle breaks the low of the previous 30-minute candle, then there's a very high probability we're going to continue down to fill this wick and then eventually down towards, you know, 1784. So that's something to look out for as well on gold. Below 1787, we could continue moving bearish. I know a lot of people have seen this pattern here as well. So, you know, if we do break below, I think we could have a pretty nice move down. Yeah, while pound yen ranges here, we're gonna keep an eye on gold at this point. Looks pretty promising, to be honest. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is a pound yen chart, sells, same idea. We're looking at a resistances to be formed for price to go down. We're going to keep an eye on gold. Hey, Raja, good morning. Suggestions on this trade, please. Let's take a look here. Potential sell entry, order executed right here. Okay, nice. Target hit. What mistake I done in this trade? I don't know. You hit your target, so there was no mistake. I don't think there was any mistake. I think you should be happy that that was a winning trade. All right, we're coming down. If it's lower forecast, doesn't that mean it's bad for the economy and gold should go up? Well, you got to look at it what's happening. Unemployment claims. If it's a lower forecast, that means less people filed for unemployment, right? That means more people are employed. So that's good for the economy. Oh, nice. Candle broke the low. Very nice. Beautiful trade over here. Simple analysis. Clean traffic to the left-hand side. All right. Could you please use the condition of impulse entry? You always waiting top or bottom wick? How much range is enough? So this will be pretty good. You know, if this 30-minute candle breaks the low around 1786, let's say 70, right around here, I think could be a pretty good entry, right? Impulse entry with a stop above the current 30-minute candle and anticipating price to continue moving till like 1784. So I think that could be pretty good idea. Slowly we're coming down, about to break the low, and then that's going to be an execution for price to continue bearish. All right. This is it. I've entered a short position right over here. Right here, I entered a short position. And anticipating price to continue moving bearish to like 1784, 50 should be good. You know, seen this before, so executing on this. Oh! Straight retracement. Alright, it's okay. We're gonna monitor this and see what happens. Alright, let's take a look over here. Pound yen 15-minute chart. Entered right here. Price coming down. Nice, nice. Beautiful, beautiful trade. He entered gold position sells. Yes, I did enter gold position sells. So this is the condition right here. Candle closed with a small body, small bullish momentum. Next candle broke the low right here. Impulse entry taken here. Stop is at this candle right over here, anticipating price to continue down to fill this wick, and then eventually continue down towards 1784.50. So this is the whole idea here. and I'm going to be right back. All right, so we're going to keep an eye on this over here. So, oh, pound yen is moving up over here. So this is an area where we created support, and now we're coming back to this area. I mean, if we reject this area, then there's a possibility for price to continue down. So we're going to see how price reacts to 150, 380 over here. This is the 1 hour wick fill and then continue to next support. Easy setup. Let's take a look here. 1 hour wick fill. Oh yeah, looks like it. 1 hour wick fill. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Looking on the 4 hour time frame as well, we're coming down over here. So, you know, we still got around 17 minutes left for this 30-minute candle to close. So we're going to wait to see how this 30-minute candle closes here. Now, when it comes towards managing risk, we're going to take a look at the 15-minute time frame to manage risk. And now we want this 15-minute candle to continue moving bearish. If it closes above, let's say 1787, then that's going to be the point where I'm going to close 50% of my position and let the rest run. But so far, it looks pretty promising for price to continue down. My confidence in this trade is about 80%, 80, 85%. I mentioned 4 hour point. Once order taken rapidly, candle goes bullish and close bullish. 15 minutes due to FOMO, I closed the entire position, but after 15 minutes, 30 minutes, candle closed bearish. Oh, you got scared. Okay. Yeah, so whenever you get scared, close like 50%. Whenever you get scared. Because, you know, getting scared is a confidence issue, so that's what you want to do at that point. Mr. Gitor, hey, can you check this trade I took during London? Idea was right, but I think I managed it bad. All right. We're going to keep an eye over here at this point right now. Like a lot of people in the gulag are sending charts to see if their ideas were wrong. Sorry, I can't do that. You need to send those ideas to your mentors or the people you pay to help you trade. Here, you can send your analysis. We can take a look at your analysis, but we can't take a look at the trades you've already taken. So gold 15-minute chart sells below this area. You're looking at TP1 right down over here. Oh, nice. So you're being a little bit more cautious here. Okay, that's fine. We got the 15-minute candle closing here as well, so we're going to see how that closes. Let's take a look at Euro JPY here for a little bit. Euro JPY, and also we got interest rates coming up here for the Euro. Let's take a look here. Euro JPY. Oh, the 15-minute candle has closed above this area here. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the smaller time frame. Yeah, I think this is the point I'm going to close around 50% of my position. Right here. Closed around 50% because the 15-minute candle, you know, it closed above this area. Now we're expecting this 15-minute candle to continue bearish. Now, this is where I'm going to add the position back. If this candle starts breaking the low right here, I'm going to add the position back, having stops above this 15-minute candle, and then really anticipating it to continue bearish. Right? So gave the idea about managing risk and gave the idea about adding a position back. So we'll see how this plays out now. All right, let's take a look at Euro JPY right here. Euro JPY, we're coming up this week right here. Let's take a look here. We're breaking above this resistance on the 4-hour time frame. We're creating this idea here. You know what I've seen in the past? I've seen Euro JPY, whenever there are interest rates it always starts to move bullish, you know. And the main reason why is because look, like they're keeping the rates the same, and whenever they keep the rates the same and the numbers come out just as expected, that's good for the economy. So that's something, you know, that's something could happen. And now when we look at it from a technical perspective, we see there are clean candles to the left hand side, so that could indicate that price may continue moving bullish from here as well. Yeah, look at that. 1 hour candle is also closing above this area. 30-minute candle is also about to kind of like break this high over here to continue up. But you know, to be honest, we would want price to maybe continue down to create some sort of a support for the rates and then continue moving up. All right, let's take a look at this area here. This is pound yen 30-minute chart. Buys above 150.900. Pretty nice. So you're ignoring all this area right here, all this mess. You know, we got this resistance. You got another resistance here. You got another resistance right over here. Yeah, so this is above this area, you have all this clean traffic right here. This is what I like. Like you're identifying where you have clean trades to take, and then you're basically looking to see that, okay, I'm going to wait for this area to break up before taking that position. Oh, look at that. Pound yen is also rejecting this area right here. It's pretty nice. Once we start rejecting, I think that's going to be a pretty good idea for price to continue bearish. If you don't trade gold, what other pairs do you want to replace and trade? It's a pretty tough question because I do trade gold. What would be a good pip target for day trading versus swing trading? Day trading versus swing trading. Day trading, I don't know, like my targets are mostly like, you know, 10 pips, 12 pips. That's what I look for. 10, 12 pips. And yeah, per trade, that's what I look for every day. 10, 12 pips, sometimes 15 pips. If you're trading gold, you may get around 20 to 30 pips at times. So that's what you got to look out for. Oh, nice. Gold is coming back around now. Beautiful. Did you add risk back? No, I did not add risk back. I'm not going to mention when I'm going to add risk back. I'm going to leave that all up to you guys. Because the food is on the spoon, and then now you got to use your own judgment, your own risk, your own confidence to do that. Learning the ways of simple resistance and support strategy. Thanks, Raja. that's what I learned in the beginning, right? Like when I first started trading, it was just like support resistance. That's it. No complications. No, I mean, no rocket science. Nothing. I've been following you for a while, and it's insane. This way is perfect, relaxed, and quick in and out. Can you take a look at my chart here? All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at this chart. This is pound yen 30-minute chart. Waiting for price to come down. We already grabbed a short on London with 10 pip profit. It seems like you're trading with a team over there. Nice. It's pretty good over here. So yeah, I mean, if we do create resistance right here, it looks pretty solid. Look at this 30-minute time frame, right? Price basically trended down, created a low, came up. If it creates resistance with this 30-minute candle closing bearish, I think there's a very good opportunity for price to continue down after that. Let's see here. This is, I took this trade on the 1 hour because I'm done for GJ slapping me around the past 2 weeks. I think a lot of people are done with GJ. April has been a tough day for GJ. Secured 80% at 8 pips stop loss at break even. Yeah, nice. I think this was when you were taking a trade, I think against the trend at this point. Because price came down, should wait for a price to create a resistance to continue bearish. But overall, yeah, man, it's pretty good. You secured when you had to secure, so I think that's all what counts at the end of the day. Let's take a look at this chart here. Gold 30-minute chart. Took entry based on a break and retest of support and resistance. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. This candle is about to close over here. And yeah, the 30-minute candle is about to close in 7 minutes. If it closes bearish, I think the next 30-minute candle is going to continue moving bearish. So it's a pretty good opportunity here. Plus also we're moving in a pre-New York volume, which will bring in a lot of momentum here too. The only thing that concerns me is that low volume, and when there's low volume, sometimes price will not do what it should. That's true. Price needs a little whooping here and there sometimes. You know, pound yen hasn't been moving the way it should at all. It's just been a mess. Please take a look at GBP USD. All right, let's take a look at GBP USD. GBP USD, that'll be $10, please. Let's take a look here. All right, look at that. GBP USD is also creating that break, retest for the potential to continue down. I've ordered Magic Keys 3 days ago, shipped to Thailand. Is it possible for me to change the address? Yes, you need to contact Magic Keys support. So that should work. I think so. GJ will go bearish because all the time frames have a bearish trend. Raj, yes, that's correct. Do you have any advice on sticking to your trading strategy? Every time I start losing, I start to think it is me, not the right one. Yeah, I mean, just stick to your strategy. There's no advice. There's no book written on it. You just gotta stick to the strategy. That's it, and keep on doing it every day. Because think about this, right? Yesterday, I took trades just the way I take trades every day, right? Yesterday. And I had 2 losses back to back yesterday. No problem, you know? Today, I came on. I've executed a sell on gold just like I would execute any other day, you know? But I believe that I know that if I trade the same way, there's a higher probability that I'm going to win more trades in a row than I would lose trades in a row. So yesterday I had 2 losses in a row, and today I'm executing the same way as I would in any other day, you know? And if this is a winning trade, perfect. You know, and then I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and tomorrow I'm gonna have another winning day, and then Monday I'm gonna have another winning day, and another winning day. But in those winning days, there will be some losses too, right? You have to accept the losses. Like the losses are just the probability of your trades basically not working out. That's all what it is. Pound yen is also moving down here at this point. We got 4 minutes left for the candle to close. We also got 4 minutes left for the gold to close here as well. I think it should continue bearish till like 1784, you know, 50. I mean, if it comes down to 1784 even, that's going to be a blessing for today. Major blessing for today. Why don't you look at the US dollar? Because US dollar is not going to tell me where gold's going to go. Gold will tell me where gold's going to go. Can you show how to deposit on Dominion markets using Bitcoin? I think if you need to know how to deposit, then you probably shouldn't be trading, to be honest. It's very simple. It's extremely simple. It's very, very simple. That's like saying, hey, where do you find Google? Honestly, like I'm not being mean anything. It's just actually it's very simple. Oh, look at that. Gold is moving here. We're coming to fill this wick here on gold at this point. Nice. 1785 running down, straight down. So this is where you should be up around 10 pips at this point. Securing positions right here, 10 pips, letting the rest run, right? Secured 10 pips, around 12 pips, letting the rest run here. Added a position as the 15-minute broke the low. That's around 10, 11 pips, 12 pips in profits here as well. 13 pips in profits now. It's running down very nicely. So closed that one right over here as well. Right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade over here. Right? Ran about 15, 16 pips. We still have some more room to go down. If you're having runners, perfect. Your runners can continue moving down. And if you guys in the Gulag, you guys got this trade, give a like on the stream and hit a round of applause. Yeah, yesterday had 2 losses back to back, and this was a pretty nice win over here. Beautiful, beautiful win over here today. Nice. There was no pressure. Gave out ideas to manage risk. Gave out ideas to where to add entries to the trade. I'm going to show you where I added my entries. Let's take a look over here. So this is where I added my entries right here. First entry was right over here. Closed 50%. And then re-added a trade right here. And it ran for about 13 pips over there as we broke the low. And now it's starting to continue moving down over here now again. Simple. Right? I'm in my car, but got that one trade. Oh, nice. Look at that move there on gold, man. First thing in the morning, first trade. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful call over here for today. Amazing. Very, very nice. Pound yen is also moving down without any confirmations. It is what it is with pound yen. I give up on pound yen for this month. Gold has been wins all around here. So beautiful. TP has been smashed. We reached 1784. Come on, man. If this doesn't deserve a like on the stream, what does? What does? This does deserve a like on the stream and a subscribe to the channel. Wow, look at that. People got 4.5% on that gold trade. Very nice. Right? Perfect. Gulag is happy. Everyone's happy here. No runners today. I'm just taking my money and now I run. Nice. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Any advice on gaining confidence on holding longer? I keep closing early. Well, it's what I say every day. Every day I say the same thing. Close 90% and leave the rest running at break even. That's it. That's it. You know, 90% of the time it's going to get stopped out. But that 10% of the time it's going to continue running. That's basically it. I accidentally opened double position, but it ended up working out on gold. Nice. Gold paid really well here for people over here. Beautiful trade over here. Done for the day. 20 pips on gold. Gulag is happy. Everyone's happy. Someone made 6,000 today. Ooh, thanks Joshua. Donated $100 to the stream. Thank you, thank you. That's going to go towards my mortgage after the losses I had yesterday. Goes to show you the psychology of trading is so important. New traders would be destroyed if they lose twice yesterday, but you just execute with no fear. Yeah, I mean, it's not even about that. It's about executing on what you know the same thing every day. Yesterday I think shouldn't have taken the trade yesterday on gold. That was a hype trade. I took a buy on gold. Never going to do that again. But this just goes to show that if you just focus on the same things you do every day, you're going to have more wins than losses. And I can show you, so if we remember the analysis over here, the analysis played out perfect. Small body candle, broke the low right here, impulse entries, wick fill, clean traffic to the left hand side, and straight move down. So clean. Doesn't get any cleaner, right? I think gold was way cleaner than pound yen. Yeah, Kerbin hyped me up yesterday. He owes me a tomahawk now.
Bro, good morning. To be honest, the setup was there. You saw the buys later on, though. The
Yeah.
problem with gold is basically the pullback. You need to use at least 20 pips stop loss.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was beautiful. And
Yeah.
this move is a blessing because we talked about this on the super secret chat last night. This move getting corrected to the 1780. So I'm glad this move is happening right now.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty happy with this move over here.
Yeah.
Today is my birthday and a winning trade. Jeez. Oh, nice. Happy birthday, funny compilation. All right, Harry got these sells on pound yen. Oh, look at this impulse entry as it broke the low. This is a perfect example of an impulse entry. Perfect example of an impulse entry. Beautiful. 14 pips secured. So I guess my what time is it? 7 a.m. Yeah, my day's done today. I'm not gonna take any more trades today. Had 2 losses yesterday. Had a win yesterday. I'm cool now. How long does it take you to eliminate all the bad behavior like over risking, overthinking, open more trades? I try to improve it. It's better, but sometimes it happens to me. You just gotta walk away. I've taken this trade and I'm just gonna walk away now after this. I'm just done. I'm not going to take any more trades. I'm not going to get enticed into taking any more trades. I mean, if you see setups that are like, 80%, 90%, and you feel like you should be taking it, take them on like a smaller risk. Use smaller risk on that. Because sometimes I agree, like, we do get enticed into taking trades we shouldn't trade, but whenever you do that, take like smaller risk trades. No need to go full retard on the positions that you shouldn't be taking. I used to do that, and yeah, it's a very bad outcome. Closed 50%, added another position right here, TP smashed, beautiful. Perfect example of adding position. Because look, 15-minute candle closed above this minor support. That's why I closed 50%. Because you got to be very careful a bit with gold. And as it broke the low, perfect. Added positions, stops above here, and amazing. I mean, I could talk about this setup all day long today. 4% too much of a risk per trade. I'm a swing trader. Well, you can either be a swing trader or you could be a intraday trader. You can't be both, so you gotta use risk accordingly. Let's take a look over here. This is gold 5-minute chart. Stop loss below 5-minute candle. I waited for 5 minutes. Close full order. Price claim. Oh, nice. Came close, but you trusted your analysis. Beautiful. I think this is from yesterday. How to avoid chasing trade, just like late entries? Well, when you miss the trade, just tell yourself, I have missed the trade. And yeah, that's it. When you miss the trade, you miss the trade. You have to identify that you've missed a trade. And all this comes from, like, let's say we didn't execute on this trade, or better, let's say that price was coming down on pound yen, and this candle formed, and then you enter a sell right here on pound yen. And now when you enter a sell on pound yen right over here, you need to identify that, okay, I've entered a sell over here. Where could have been a better entry for a sell? and then you're going to look up and you'll say, oh, maybe this was a better entry over here. So once you identify the better entry, you're going to close this dumbass entry right here, because you're going to say, okay, you know what? That was the better entry. That was the more realistic entry. This entry doesn't make any sense. So you're going to close this entry right here, and you're going to make a note of this, and you're going to move on to the next day. That's what a mature trader is going to do, but when you're new, obviously you're going to leave it open. You're going to say it's going to continue down and this and that. So that's what I do. Whenever I take an entry, I look to see, is this the perfect entry? And if it is, I hold it. If it's not, I close it. What's this over here? Pound AUD. Clean buys above 1.7950 for 30 pip range. Looks good. Yeah, we got a cleaner range over here. And then sells below this area also look good. I think also what you can look out for is possibly a resistance to be formed at this area for price to continue down to retest this low. And then with volume, I think we can continue moving bearish. Yeah. Oh wow, look at that. Gold coming straight up over here. Straight rejection from 1784. I had a buy in GA, did not work out. Oh, let's take a look here. Had a buy on GA. I guess the 15-minute candle, okay, it did broke the high to continue up. See, so you managed risk, which is still pretty good. We had clean range to the left-hand side, should have worked, but I guess the probability wasn't there. So it is what it is at this point. I had the same issues yesterday as well, probability issues. But today the probability worked out. Most of the times, like if you're really analyzing charts and everything checks out, everything is perfect, and if it doesn't work out, there's a very high chance that there was a probability of the price didn't really working out, And at that point you can just say, okay, you know what? It is what it is. Can't really do anything about it. What do you think is the most important thing a new trader must learn to get to the next level? Discipline. That's it. The idea of knowing that all you need to do is to focus on 1 or 2 opportunities a day, and that's about it. You normally use 15-minute for entries? No, this one I used 30-minute. I mean, it depends, every time it depends. So this one I used 30 minutes. So you can go to the YouTube stream and you can go back in time and you can see where we analyzed this sell here on gold. So how much was this move over here? It's like a 20. Let's do like 20 pips. Trade 1, gold sells. 20 pips. I like gold below 1784, but have a little problem around 1782. We should pass that support with volume, right? Yes. Yes, if we break below this area, we should break this area here and continue till 1778. What brokers provide the fastest market information on TradingView? I noticed there's a slight lag between MT5 and TradingView. There will always be lag, because there are like different liquidities. I don't look at MetaTrader 5 when I'm doing my analysis. I look at TradingView, and if it checks out, I move over to my screen on MetaTrader 5 and then I execute. Oh, wow. Thanks, Raja. First profitable week on live account. Gonna step back and study my week. Much appreciation. Nice. Beautiful. First profitable week over here. Nice. All it took was patience, and that's it. Just takes patience. When the trade missed, I tell myself you are a lion, not a hyena. That's true. The lions wait, hyenas just jump at everything. All right, what's this? I've seen this set up 3 to 4 times. Could you advise on any improvisations? Gold 1-hour chart. Took the trade based on a 4-hour, 1-hour candles as the 1-hour candle closed below 1788 right here. Stayed in the setup 3-4 times, waited for retracement. Took it based on a 5-minute, stop loss 15-minute. Want to hold it long, but Learning. What? Stop loss 15 pips, then it gave 50 pip profit. Wants to hold it long, but think 50. Yeah, nice. It's pretty good. Price filled the wick over here. You had clean candles to the left hand side and perfect. Worked out nicely. So I guess right now we have about half an hour left for the interest rates for euro, and that's where we're going to see some fireworks here today. You can see how we're retracing from this area. I think this retracement is a pullback to a potential break above 130.200 for price to continue on till like at least 134.40. So we're going to keep an eye on this in about 30 minutes. Can you share your Twitter name? I don't have Twitter. I have it, but I don't really post anything on it. I tell myself I'm a donkey when I jump in too early. Yeah, we had one yesterday. Come on. All right, let's take a look at Euro USD here. Let's do some analysis on Euro USD. Euro USD. Oh wow, look at that. We're coming up over here now on Euro USD. Let's do some fresh analysis. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour is coming up to a potential rejection area right here. You can see right here rejection. We got a resistance up over here at this point. Looks like we're breaking above. Oh yeah, this is a nice straight rejection here. 1.20550 right here. And the next range is about 12-13 pip range here. Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. Obviously we got interest rates, so that's gonna play a huge role in your USD moving. Are you gonna use buy stops or sell stops for this? No. No, sir. What was your process on using bigger lot sizes as you became more profitable? I just used bigger lot sizes, knowing that I can manage risk. The number one thing whenever you increase lot sizes is that you need to be really good at managing risk. If you're not good at managing risk, don't even think about using a bigger lot size. Because look at it this way. When you move from 50-cent lots to $1 lots, you need to understand that if you're going to take a loss on that one lot, you need to make sure that your planned loss is smaller than your actual loss. Right? That's the one thing you need to understand whenever you increase lot sizes. When I increase lot sizes, I know that I can manage my risk. If it's going to hit my stop loss, and if I'm going to lose, let's say, $50 on one trade, then I'm going to make sure that I lose less than $50. And just keep the lot sizes the same. I've been using 1 to 2 trades a day, no over risking, no over trading. I'm at break even. How can I improve myself? Any suggestions? Yeah, so this is a phase, right? A phase of a trader being in break even. A trader is going to stay in a break even phase for a very, very long time. This is the longest time you're going to stay in the phase, a break even stage where your profits are not as much, your losses are not as much. You're just like, tiny profits, tiny losses here and there, up and down, up and down. And when I was in that stage, I looked to see that, okay, what can I change? In that break even stage, what can I change to have my profits bigger than my losses? And the only thing that came to my mind was to manage risk. That's the only thing that came to my mind. So I got really good at managing my risk. Because if you're a break-even trader and you can maybe reduce your risk, or we have a lot of risk management webinars there in the database. So you just got to manage risk. And obviously you can't increase your wins. Your wins are always going to stay the same. Over time they may increase, but the losses is something you can control. Right? You can control the risk, but you can't control the outcome. So yeah, we're just waiting here now for the euro interest rates here. Do you keep lot size the same or recalculate lot size according to the candle? I keep them the same. Most of the times I keep them the same. Buys above 153.30 on pound yen, sells below 150.120. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're just ranging over here. This is something that's going to be interesting to look at in about 30 minutes. 30-minute close above resistance, took a buy over here, closed half when went back in the range. 30-minute time frame, Euro AUD. So you closed half when this candle went down. You should have closed half when you had the candle close bearish, because a bearish candle close means we've created a resistance, right? You should have closed half right over here. I would have maybe entered if this candle broke the high of the previous candle for price to move up, and then because at the same time, this area may have had something to do with this rejection. So that's why I would have waited for this high to be broken for price to move up. What news do you look for? Oh, what news do you look for? Choose the buy stop, sell stop sometimes. Gold, pound, yen, interest rate, CPI, gold, interest rates to NFP, CPI, those really, really high volatile news events, high impact news events where price moves really, really strongly. So those are the kind of scenarios I mostly look at. How do we break the break-even phase? I keep doing that to myself. Oh, I already talked about that. All right, let's take a look here. This is pound yen 15-minute chart. What's happening here? Break and close above support. Where's number 3? At that point, 30-minute candle looks strong. Entry on retracement. Close full at 10. Nice, beautiful. Clean range here as well. Worked out pretty nice. You talked about a new impulse entry webinar. Can't remember if you talked about a specific date. Is it scheduled? Yes, 25th April. We're gonna have that. So yeah, let's take a look at gold over here now. Let's take a look on the daily time frame. Daily is rejecting that area, coming down, printing bearish candle. Looking on the 4-hour time frame, we are rejecting this area as well. We also came down here. This was the area we were looking at, 1783, 1784. So looking at the 1-hour time frame, we're bouncing above the support. We also broke below the support here at 1790. Looking on the 30-minute time frame now, we got to adjust this support based on the 30-minute time frame right here. And I guess that's it. I mean, we're in this range at this point now in gold. On your gold trade, is your profit still higher than your total risk on that setup? Yes, my profit is still higher because I added a position. Talking about risk management only works if you know what you're doing. Otherwise, it's the same as telling a gambling addict telling to manage his risks. No, I think that's wrong. That statement is wrong. It's flat out wrong. When it comes towards trading, it's focusing on 1 or 2 trades a day. And when you talk about a gambling addict just takes trade after trade after trade after trade. So you're talking about 2 different people. So that's why Brian Elkozombi, that statement is wrong. You really gotta watch how you word things. How long do you say someone should be? Oh yeah, Mula. How long someone should be profitable before moving up lots? 1 month of consistency, 1 week of consistency. That depends on your comfort level, That really just depends on your comfort level, how comfortable you are with the risk and increasing risk.
Hello, Raja.
Hey, hello.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. Okay, now will you consider this move on gold like fake out?
Yeah, I mean, on the 1 hour, we did make a new low. On the 1 hour, we did make a new low. So, we broke below the support. We came down, made a low. So I would still look for sort of like a resistance for price to continue down.
Okay.
All right, let's take a look at this area here. Oh, we already looked at this chart. Euro JPY, once the candle broke the high, it's impulse time. Yes, I like that. And impulse entries come with a lot of volume, and that volume is going to come with the interest rates here in about 20 minutes. 20 minutes time, we're going to have some moves on Euro JPY. Your haters will say you only trade 1-to-1 risk reward, but since you manage trades in drawdown, your risk is actually more than 1-to-1. Nah, that's fine. Overall, I'm still in profits. You know, like if you can't manage risk, you can't be profitable. And most of the people who hate, this is why people hate, right? They hate because you and them, you both come from the same place. At the end of the day, you made it, but they didn't, because of their own, you know, internal and external liabilities that they have. They can't break away from their own personality disorders, where they're like addicted to change, but they are not working towards the change. That's the big thing. You can be addicted to wanting the change, but you won't be able to, like, you know, work towards the change. That's a big difference. All right, let's take a look over here. Candle broke the zone below. Entry taken next candle. Candle re-entry, 10 profit. Price moved to TP. But after hitting stop loss. Oh, you moved your stop loss. Why'd you move your stop loss on a 30-minute time frame? Yeah, I don't know. Shouldn't have moved your stop loss. Send it to me in Slack. We're going to take a look at that. But whenever you have a losing trade, always look at the trade to see how you could have made a different decision. Always look at it that way. You know, like a lot of times when people take a losing trade, they're like, oh man, I just lost the trade. Then what happened after you lost the trade? Then what? What'd you learn from that? If you just say, oh, I just lost the trade, then what? You know, always look to see that, okay, I lost the trade. What could I have done things differently? You know, how I could have had a better entry, or how I could have waited a little bit longer, if I could have managed risk, if I had a winning trade, how I could have, like, you know, really taken advantage of that trade and made more money. You know, something that happened on gold right here when price was moving down. Right here. Entered a position, price retraced on the 15-minute candle. Once you start to break the low here again, added the position back, and it continued moving bearish. Gold. Buys above this area, sells below this area. To be honest, I like sells better because we have clean candles to the left hand side. Buys here, maybe a little tricky because of this rejection over here, you know, this resistance over here. So just be careful with the buys here if they do come around. What do you guys think about BitTorrent? BitTorrent is a software we used to use to download torrents. So you guys remember the torrent. We had uTorrent and BitTorrent. We had the Pirates Bay. Some people are way too young to know what Pirates Bay was. Are you going to take another trade? No. No, possibly not. Maybe on your JPY, for price to move up with interest rates, maybe that's something I'm going to take. But other than that, no, I already took a sell on gold. All right, what's this over here? GPAUD. Take a sell below this area to fill the bottom of the wick right here. Yeah, makes sense. Just gotta wait for price to continue in that direction there. Oh, we also had LimeWire. LimeWire, there was Kaza, if you guys remember Kaza. There was a first social networking website called Orkut, O-R-K-U-T. There was Orkut.com, MySpace, but it was MySpace. Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, there was Friendster, and then there was High Five. Would you consider that fake out on GJ? There is no fake out on GJ. GJ is just ranging. We have a resistance, we have a support. You know, look at it on the 30-minute time frame. Resistance, support. We break support, We go down towards the next support, which is from 150.080 till 149.900, around 17, 18 pips away, right here. And then we have a bunch of consolidation here to the left hand side. So we're going to see if we continue breaking down or not. Should I risk it for the biscuit on your JPY news? Well, that could be a very delicate situation. We have 17, 18 minutes left for interest rates to come on. What's the lowest time frame you use for making up zones? 15 minute. 15 minute. That's it. Nothing smaller than 15 minutes. Sometimes when there's a lot of volume, you know, like in gold, may look at 5 minutes. So you can see price is breaking above the highs over here. Just gotta wait. Got 2 minutes left for the candle to close. My Vantage withdrawal just hit my bank, but only half of it. Oh, but only half. Is it normal? I don't know. It shouldn't be like that. Should your entire thing should come in. That's the only reason why I left Hugo's Way. I remember I was with Hugo's Way in the past, and I withdrew money, and my money came in three chunks. One, and the second came in the second day, and the third came in like the fourth day. And I'm like, what the hell's happening over here? Why isn't the same thing? And then I'm like, all right, Hugo's Way, peace out. And then I left because that was pretty fishy. Should just be in one big chunk. But after that, like all my withdrawals just came in like one big chunk from everywhere. I do not overtrade, I do not over risk, but whenever I'm in a trade, it retraces a bit, I get nervous, I take some percentage off, I still get nervous. Any thoughts? Yeah, so that's going to go away with time. You know, confidence is built over time. So if you're getting nervous, but you're still leaving a position running, over time, like a time is going to come, excuse me. So a time is going to come where you're going to say, okay, you know what? I've been doing this for a long time. I've been like, you know, taking positions off. I'm leaving some running. So maybe this time I'm going to leave a bigger portion running. You know, so slowly your confidence is going to increase in letting positions run. I like EJ, such clean traffic to go up. Yeah, man, look at this. This is a perfect scenario here. Clean candles to the left-hand side. We're creating a resistance right here. I mean, it's just picture perfect for price to break above this area and continue on towards 13400 and even to 134.50. It's just so clean, you know. Just gotta wait for the news over here. Or it may start moving up before the news, who knows? Yeah, look at that. 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, also like this. Yeah, see what happens. How do you deal with the probability issue? I'm okay with emotions because only 1% managed risk as well sometimes. Markets again slap you, just slaps you. Yeah, probability is probability. You can't really change it. Like yesterday. Yesterday I took 2 trades, 2 losses. I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe there was not enough probability for trades to work out. And then I took the same trade today and that was a winning trade. You know, so it is what it is. Like most of the times when I take a loss, I'm just like, well, it is what it is. Like if I can't justify why I had a bad position, then it was just like, okay, well, I tried my best. I had good analysis. I waited and it didn't work out. Well, okay, you know, let's try it again tomorrow. I get frustrated after that because the trade eventually goes my way, but I just choked it. Yeah, then just only manage it once instead of, you know, 4 or 5 times. Do you think if 1 hour finishes week bullish with good unemployment news, we could melt to 1778? Yes, I agree with that. That could happen. Should we trade after news release or at news release? Oh, after news release or at news release? That's I don't know. I mean, after news release is going to be much better. At news release is going to be very risky. That's somewhere you could get into a delicate situation. What's your education qualification? Was this an interview for a Fortune 500 company? Well, I did a bachelor's for 6 years. And then I dropped out without completing it. because I think 6 years was enough. Let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, I already looked at this. So yeah, gold is just ranging over here now. Probably if we break below 1784, we could continue down. Looking right here as well on a smaller time frame. Looks like if we break the low, we could continue. Yeah, if we break the low, there's a possibility to continue down. The only problem is there's these rejections at 1786 you got to be aware of. If you're not a trader, what will you be in your profession and what is your ambition? If I was not a trader, I tried to be a hacker, but I couldn't because it was a lot of boring work. That's why I did computer sciences, because I wanted to be a hacker. You know, I watched those spy movies and shit like that. I thought it was cool, but it was pretty boring. So I got pretty bored. I was like, nah. And then I don't know, like I would have been on the oil rigs. That's
It's
what.
better to hanging Joe Twitter account, Raja, if you are a hacker.
Yeah, yeah. Hack the Twitter accounts. How much you earn in a month? I earn enough to just get by, and that's the most important thing, right? To put food on the table, and that's it. That's all what matters at the end of the day. All right, we got about, how much time we got? We got 12 minutes for interest rates coming up. Main refinancing rate right over here. Monetary policy statement. This is going to be interesting. A lot of volume is going to come in. If this half hour is not going to have volume on your JPY, the next hour is going to have volume on your JPY. Raja looks out the window for the time. No. It's right here. There's a clock right, or actually, you have a clock right here. Yeah, I don't know where my son put it. Anyway. See how big this range is on gold. This is like a 28, 27 pip range. Pretty decent range here. Do you take into account the move made by news when defining the trend? Yes. Yes. Because look, we had a clean move here to the left hand side. And if we break above the highs over here, there's a very, very high probability we're going to have the same move going up. And that should be the correction of this move down. You know, so we're going to see what happens. What was your longest losing streak after you decided to follow this strategy, operating strategy? My longest losing streak was about 2 months in the beginning. 2 months, 2.5 months, just kept losing and losing and losing and losing and losing to the point of madness. You know, like, you know, when you lose so much, you just feel like you're insane that you're continuing and doing it, even though you're losing and losing. Yeah. But all those losses were just over trading, over risking, just dumb trades, no plan. That's all what it was. You know, and as soon as I made a plan, as soon as I decided, okay, you know what, I'm just going to trade one time a day and focus on 1 or 2 trades, that was it. That made a huge difference in my trading. Huge difference in my trading. I feel like you're in the Truman Show. Please take a look when you're free. All right, I'll take a look after the stream. Your last losing streak was in January? Yes. That was for about a week. Something like that. Any ideas when the pro demo account would be ready on Dominion Markets? Pro demo account, probably it's going to take a week. It's going to take a week. We have other things on priority, like to get the leaderboard on so that, like, you know, guys can start making some extra money on the side. You know, profitable guys can start making money on the side. So that's on right now. We also have some other things running at the same time. So a pro demo account, I think that's on the, it should be there in the next week or two. Does the euro news affect gold? It's very hard to say. You know, like if it's a huge change, then it's going to affect gold a little bit. But I don't think a whole lot is going to affect the gold. Will you be on the leaderboard? Not at this time, no. We have a lot of changes happening here in my personal life. We're trying to move, so that's going to affect my performance a little bit. But maybe in a month or two, yes, I will. How does the leaderboard work? So the leaderboard, what it is first of all, you go to your PAM section in your Dominion markets. You go to your PAM section, and then you open up a social trading account. When you open up a social trading account, then people can open up investor accounts and follow you, right? So every trade you take on that social trading account, those trades, they get copied on the investor accounts, and then you can set a fee as well. So if people if you take a good trade, those trades get copied on the investor accounts, and then you can say, okay, what, you're going to charge 10% of those profits. So those 10% profits, they go to your payment account. We're going to have a whole a breakdown and a whole article on the site, so you can see all the steps you need to do. So it's like extra income for profitable traders, basically. I live on an undeveloped country, same as Pakistan. How do you consider going from a developed country to a primitive country? My opinion. I don't know, man. I really miss home, and whenever I go visit, I'm just like, I should be living here. So that's why I'm making the move. Plus, all our work is online. It's all in the cloud, so it won't make any difference at all to what we do. All right, pound yen over here. Sells below 150.090. Potential target 149.900 looks good. Clean traffic to the left hand side. Buys could be a little bit tricky because I don't think this is enough range. It's like a 13 pip range, 14 pip range. So you got to be careful with the buys, but sells do look good at this point. All right, we got what? We got 7 minutes left for the interest rates here. And trust me, man, Pakistan is not underdeveloped. You'd be surprised what goes on in that country. I was looking at cars to buy when I moved down there, and this is what I found, right? So there's a website here. Let me show you here, parkwheels.com. So I was looking at a nice SUV to buy for the family. So I was looking at a Toyota Prado. These are nice big SUVs, they're pretty good. Actually, no. All right, let's take a look at this over here. You go over here, it's going to load up, and take a look at this. This is $210,000 in Pakistan. $210,000, right? You scroll down, this is $130,000, this one right here. I kept scrolling, I kept looking. Everyone is $160,000. This is this is $230,000. Scroll down, and this is $210,000. And man, when people buy these cars there, they don't do financing. They buy them cash. It's cash or get the fuck out. That's how they roll over there. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, all right, this is just way too much. Let me scale down a little bit. Yeah, they were way too much. But man, people do buy cars there, and they all buy them cash. Why don't you import my car? If I import my car, there's a 200% tax on that. So a $80,000 car is going to be worth $300,000. Gotta pay tax. So people got money there, man. They got a lot of money. They buy houses on cash. Very rarely you're going to see installment plans or mortgages. Very rare. People buy houses on cash, cars on cash, phones on cash. So I got to tap in that industry. I got to tap what people are doing there to make money. And here in Canada, people are struggling to pay mortgages. People are leasing cars because they can't afford it. Fuck, man. In Canada now, the phone companies, they make you finance the phones because the phones are so expensive. And my mind is just blown, So I'll see what's really going on over there. Yeah, you can also get clothes on payments too. You go to some websites, you got a financing plan for clothes. Oh, $50 jacket, but $5 a month. Yeah, so we got what? 4 minutes left for the interest rates here now. 4 minutes left. Oh, someone's saying it's 200% tax. Well, it's still a lot. 300%, 200%, it's still a lot. All right, let's take a look at this chart here really quickly. Can you explain me why do you think GJ sells TP 149, not 972? Yeah, because, well, there's a support right here, right? There's support right here. 150 right here for price to continue down to 149, 900. So this is what I'm looking at down here. You look on the 15 minute. This is the bottom of the range. So this is what I'm looking at here. Am I taking your JPY? No. No, I don't think so. Probably at 132.40. Probably at 132.40 for price to move up. But the way it's moving and this, like, look, price is at 132.20 right now, and let's keep an eye on the spreads over here, okay? So let me show you the spreads. So notice how the spreads are going to increase. See, so this is your JPY. As the news comes around, you're going to see this number increase right here. This number right here. We got 2 minutes left. You're going to notice how spreads increase when news comes around. These are the GJ spreads right here. Oh wow, look at that. We're retracing. Someone entered your JPY. Oh boy. We got cowboys over here, man. Someone entered your JPY. I'm just trying to see if we can continue up above, 130, 240. Where do you put a stop loss in EJ? I'm not taking any trades. I'm just fantasizing a buy above 130, 240. Is it possible to pick unprofitable trader on your broker and do trade against them with bigger lot size? No, it's not possible. Compliance doesn't let you look at the trades. I mean that's, I don't know, man. Like if a broker has 3,000 clients, you think they have people just watching everybody all day? No. It doesn't work like that. All right. How to activate that pop-up prices? Oh, someone in the Gulag basically told us how to do this. So you go to your MetaTrader 5 and you hit F10. And it's going to show you right here. All right. We have 30 seconds left. Oh, it works on MT4 too. Okay. See this? The spread is increasing here. Pound yen spread is decreasing a little bit. We're at 11 pips now. No, 1.7. This is where entering gets pretty scary because the spread starts to increase. Oh, GJ spread is also increasing here, almost 2 pips. Oh wow, we closed below this resistance. 2 pip spread over here. Really high spread here. 2 pip spread on your JPY. Almost 3 pips. Damn. See, I do think above 132.40, we should continue moving bullish towards at least 134.00. See, now the spread is decreasing a little bit now. It's getting normal. So whenever there's news, you're going to see spreads increase, right? And that's when you should not be entering, when the spreads are high. Now look, the spread is back to normal now. 5 points, 7 points. Let's take a look at pound yen over here. Still ranging here. So this is going to be a no trade range. No trade range. Looking at gold. Gold is also in this area right here. Gold is also ranging here actually on the 30-minute time frame. See this? We created a resistance right here, and we have a support down over here. All news came out as expected. Yes, that was expected. because they haven't changed the rates in a long time. Look at this. In a long time. Hey, Chiz, look at this. They changed the rates last in 2016. Yeah, and after that, nothing. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I think 132.40 right here would be a pretty good indication for price to continue moving bullish. I think in the next hour we could see that break up if it does happen. What I have seen is like, you know, whenever we have interest rates on your JPY, price always starts to continue moving up. You know, so we'll see if that's true for this time here as well.
Run it up.
Hey, relax. All right, I'm gonna mute right there. Anyone knows how to add positions on MT4? Yeah, you just hit buy or sell. You know, I mean, how else are you gonna add a position? if you have a buy, just hit buy and that's it. Wow, look at that. Oh yeah, this is gonna continue moving up over here, at least till 130, 400. That's like 16, 17 pips. Will you start physical classes in Pakistan? Yes, that's one of my plans. If I buy magic keys and connect it to my MT4, can copy to my other broker using copy trading? Yes. If your MT4 is connected to the other platforms, then yes, it's going to copy the whole thing. I'm still working on courage to take a trade. I will beat myself. That's perfect. Or you will beat the courage. Pound yen is still ranging. Gold started to break up over here. We took the sell down on gold earlier on in the morning. Why trading 4 to 5 pairs always cause overtrading and losses? Because when you're trading 4 to 5 pairs, you're looking at 4 to 5 opportunities. So any more than 2 opportunities is overtrading. So that's why. Run it. Run it up, run it up. All right. How would you manage risk on your JPY? I wouldn't, because I'm not in this trade. You know, so I mean, I don't know. Like if you're entering buys, I think your stops should be below this candle right here. 6 pip stop, 7 pip stop. Actually, it's not that bad. I mean, if we are expecting it to continue bullish, it's not that bad of a stop. 7 pip stop, 6 pip stop. Take with a smaller risk, you know. Take with a smaller risk, and yeah, that's it. I mean, 6 pip stop, pretty good. You said you'll be moving to USA. You changed your mind to go home. Yes. Will the mini markets have cTrader? No, not yet. cTrader is pretty expensive. All right, Shushman. Shushman is about to go in the gulag here. If gold goes, all right. Let me fix this right here. I can't live without cTrader. It's the best thing. Okay, then stick with cTrader. What is the name of the Forex book that you read? The name of the book is right here. I have this book with me all the time. Wherever I go, I have this book with me. This one right here. 10 Essentials of Forex Trading. Now someone's going to ask, hey man, what's the name of the book, man? This is the name of the book right here. 10 Essentials of Forex Trading. Right here. Yeah, there are a lot of good things in this book. It talks about Fibonacci. It talks about a lot of different things. Can you share how and why did you pick your current house? I'm just curious so I can learn as a new agent. How and why did you pick your current house? I don't know. We needed space, you know. This house has 2 living rooms, and we needed 2 living rooms because 1 living room is for the guests, 1 is for the family. It has a kitchen which is not open. It's kind of like separate from the living room, so that, like, you know, once you're cooking, no one can see you what you're doing over there, right? Because, like, you know, I think women like privacy in the kitchen. Sometimes men, but I don't know, sometimes. It's got 4 rooms on the top, you know, 1 for the office, 1 for, like, you know, here and there. So basement, it's got a nice big basement too. Got a backyard. Are you cooking? No, I'm not cooking. I'm placing the dishes there and automatically they just go away. I'm gonna say, whoa, crazy. It's magic kitchen. You got the shush man right there. How do you avoid making losses? You avoid over trading and you avoid over risking. That's the way you can avoid stop making losses. Yeah, I got some magic kitchen. Yeah, perfect. So I think, yeah, we're gonna continue moving up here in your JPY. We got almost like a 13400 could be a very, very nice target. But as we move up towards 13400, it's very important to kind of like look at this rejection here to the left hand side as well, 133.50, because price kind of like rejected here before. Excuse me. And if price continues moving bullish, there may be indication it may reject this area right here as well. You know, 133.60. So I think in the next hour, we could see price moving up. So you have to understand also that if this candle starts coming down to break its own low, then it's coming back in this range. And then for it to move up, it's going to get very difficult if it breaks this low right here. So, you know, be very careful about these things. Can you explain price slippage functionality on Magic Keys? I executed a sell stop on gold earlier and the entry slipped for 6.7 pips. I've entered 5 in MK's setup. Is it similar with 5 pips? Yeah, so it also takes into account the spread. You know, so if you have a sell stop, you have to take into account the spread. And the spread on gold these days is pretty high. You're looking at a 1.5 pip spread, 2 pip spread. You know, so you got to keep those things into account as well. When will bank deposits be available? Probably in like a week or 2. In the platform it shows 8 spread, in laptop it shows 2.0. Same account, how come? I don't know. From my thing it shows the same. It shows the same everywhere. GJ is still ranging over here. Gold is coming down towards support here again. So we're going to see if this is coming down to continue bearish towards 1778 for the NY session. You think gold is going to drop? Yeah, if we break below 1783, I think we should continue moving bearish. Who is the writer of the book? Man, I think people sometimes are really handicapped. You know, all you got to do is go to google.com. Listen, go to google.com. 10 essentials for hiking. Essentials of Forex. Right here, look, right here. Right here. This cover matches with the same picture I showed you, right? And this is the name of the writer right over here. This right here. If you can't analyze this information, I don't think you're fit for trading at all. I'm sorry to say. I mean, I'm not being mean. I'm just being very, very honest with you. You know, because if you can analyze this, yeah. So it seems like new people coming in the stream are gonna get offended by it. That's totally fine. You're gonna get used to it. Yeah, your JPY is coming straight down over here. This hour is about to close here as well. Hello, sir. Which setups do you take trades on? I took a trade on gold sell this morning. Once we broke the low of this previous candle, took a sell. And now we're coming down to this, 1783 area. And if we break this area, I think we're going to continue moving bearish. So we're going to see how that happens, because this 15-minute candle is also about to close in about 3 minutes. Can you use capital gain in Canada for Forex? Yes and no. There's a very fine line between that. Yeah, there's a very fine line between it. Like if you're trading on a heavily regulated broker in Canada, let's say you have Oanda where the leverage is low, spreads are higher, then your capital gains do kind of like have some sort of an effect. But if you're trading on a brokerage where you're depositing crypto, withdrawing crypto, then that's a whole another thing. So you got to first identify what your goals are, what you're doing, where you're trading. Wow, your JPY came back in the range over here. See, good thing I didn't execute a trade on your JPY. Stayed disciplined. EJ is a heartbreaker. Is a heartbreaker. If you're moving, are you selling your house? No, we're not selling the house. We're keeping the house. One thing is something you do not sell: property. Never ever sell property unless you really, really, really need to, but never sell property. It's always going to go up. Never sell property. That's my one advice for every, people who are trying to buy homes and stuff like that. How long does it take you to reduce your pairs to focus on GJ? It takes 2 seconds. If you have 10 pairs open, close 9 of them, and you're going to have 1 pair left. Someone house just got repo and EJ came back in the range. Are you still streaming on NY time or London time? Streaming on NY time. I saw you once managing risk on a 5-minute. I think that was on gold 5-minute. Gold 5-minute when price was really moving with heavy volume. Yeah, I think that was on gold. Let's see here. Just came in. Sorry if this was asked already. What's your strategy on gold at the moment? Strategy on gold at the moment is waiting for the candle to close and looking to see if we're going to retrace to continue moving down to 1783, break this area, and then continue moving further to 1781. That's for us to see if that's going to happen today or not. Thinking about big losses you took yesterday, I have a question. Do you have the pressure when trading live while live streaming and not live streaming? I mean, do you feel yourself under pressure when live? No, not at all. I mean, that pressure is gone. Took 2 trades yesterday live in front of you guys, had 2 losses. Then this morning came on with the same mindset of taking a trade, took a trade, same idea, had a winning trade. And that's it. Now we're going to move on to tomorrow. Was there a price breakdown posted yesterday? No, there was no price breakdown posted yesterday. So this is NY Open at this point. New York Open has started right here. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour candle is closed bullish. 30-minute candle has closed bearish. We have unemployment claims coming on, so I think it's going to be better to wait for the unemployment claims here. 30 minutes. Hey Raja, if I move to Pakistan, will I get bullied if I don't speak Urdu? No, you won't get bullied at all. We're a very friendly country, trust me, very, very friendly country. Like everyone treats you with respect. Sometimes you get free things, especially if you're a foreigner. You go to street carts and you buy food. Sometimes they'll say, oh, no, just take it. You're our guest. Just take it, please take it. So those things do happen too. Very nice vibes over there. Yeah, for real, man. They treat you like guests, really like guests. Pretty nice people there. Do we get a free car? No, you don't get a free car, but cars there are investments. Trust me, they're investments. You buy a car for, let's say, 20,000. 6 months later, that car is going to be worth 22,000, 23,000. They're actual investments. Here, man, you buy a car, you drive it off the lot, you lose 5 grand right off the bat. You know, like my Rango, if I sell it, I'm losing 15,000 there right off the bat. You know, if this was in Pakistan, this would have gained 15,000, no problem. Oh, G just breaking down over here. No confirmation. NY open candle started and just dropped. Yeah, there's no confirmation. Just one 5-minute candle straight down. Yeah, if I was watching this, I would maybe actually wait for the candle to close to take an entry for a sell for price to continue down. Yeah, I would wait for this candle to close for the next one to continue. I'm also keeping an eye on Euro JPY above 132.40. I'm keeping an eye on gold below 1783 and pound yen for this candle to close. Oh, we got a racist here in the chat. Terrorist friendly country. Uh-oh. That's okay. Too bad. Thoughts on 9 to 5 being called a scam? I don't know, man. If we didn't have 9 to 5, we wouldn't have TradingView. We wouldn't have MetaTrader. We wouldn't have computers. We wouldn't have the standing desk. We wouldn't have this book if there were no 95s. You know, all these retards who talk about 95 is a scam, 95. Man, these people are illiterate people who dropped out of high school, and they're mostly your MLM people. That's all what it is. They're mostly MLM. They're just kids. They have no life experience, no real life experience. Like, look at it this way. All your grandfathers, your parents, they worked 9 to 5 to give you the life you have right now, to live in the house you live in right now. You know, all these guys who say, oh, 95 is a scam are the same guys who live with their parents who worked 9 to 5 to give them the shelter, give them the clothes, give them the food. And trust me, I know a lot of people who have 9 to 5 and they own homes, they own cars, they have families. And I know people who don't have 9 to 5, they're struggling. They're the most depressed people out there. Without 95, you wouldn't have doctors, pilots, you wouldn't have professors, you wouldn't have universities, you wouldn't have a lot of things. You know, so people who say 95 is a scam, just stay away from those people. Stay away. I stay away from those people who say 95 is a scam. You know, it's not a scam. I know a lot of successful people who work 9. More people who work 95 have more in savings than the people who say 95 is a scam. Trade on, the world is built on 9 to 5. Exactly, that's true. Programmers, your software developers, engineers, you know, so many things. Astronauts, even though man didn't went to the moon, but still astronauts, you know, space stations, SpaceLink, Tesla, your cars. My mom works in a factory and dad is a truck driver. They have worked so hard. They own multiple properties and are millionaires. See, look at that. 9 to 5 is not a scam, man. 95 is a building block to your life. That's what it is. To a certain extent, the market is being moved by 95. Yes, that's true. 1 to 2 trades a day keeps 95s a day away. Yeah, I mean, depends on what your goals are. So looking at pound yen here, see, it's very important to wait for the candle to close. This move down was a volatile move down. You know, volatile move down. So whenever you have price moving really, really fast, you stay away from it, because this is something that can happen. If this was me 3 years ago, I would have taken a sell right here and would have gone in a drawdown real quick. And I would have said, oh man, I thought it was moving down. You know, so you gotta wait. Let's see here. What did you think about the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight? I don't know, man. Jake Paul Ben Askren. I don't know. I think they called the fight off too early. Ben Askren was still good, you know. Like the guy takes punches and kicks to his face in MMA, and one punch to his face. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. They both made money at the end of the day, so I'm happy for them. All right, your JPY is back in action over here, and I really do think this is going to continue till 133.50. I really do think, based on what I've seen in the past, this should continue to 133.50. Gold is also coming down now. 15-minute candle is about to close in 7 minutes. Looks like the 5-minute candle is also about to close in 2 minutes. And if we do close over here, I think gold is on its way back again till like 1780, I would say. Okay, let's see here. I took sell that volatile move. Lucky enough I cut early without a loss. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Looks like, yeah, this should continue moving bullish from here. We have Zubair Ahmed in the YouTube chat sending a chart on CAD JPY. We're going to keep an eye on your JPY here as well. CAD JPY, waiting for 15-minute candle to close below support for sells. Looks good. At the same time, I think you can also look for buys above this area right here. 86,650, I guess. You have a wick to fill, and then you have another bigger range all the way up over here. Something to look out for. Oh, wow, your JPY is in 130,300 area here now. Beautiful. It's on its way now. Very nice. This is the only thing that's going to move up bullish. 130,350. Next stop, 130,400 and 450. Should I wait for unemployment news before trading on gold? See, that's very hard to say. I mean, they're looking at, I don't know, like they're looking at bad numbers for unemployment, and I'm suspecting they're going to be really low numbers here, which will be good for the US dollar, and that should drop gold further down. That's what I think, you know. But with the next 5-minute candle, if we do break below the low over here, I think there's a very good opportunity for price to continue down before the news. You know, that's what I'm anticipating here. Also looks like your JPY is heading off to where we said it would, and I think it should continue to that point. Straight move up. Took some buys on EJ. Oh, very nice. Beautiful. $133.50 should at least continue till 134.00 here too. My closed full position when it closed back in the range. Well, there was always an opportunity to add a position, and that's something you have to look at it right now. Oh wow, look at that. We've tapped above 133.50 and we're gone at this point. Wow, can we tap 134.00 over here? Crazy move. This happened right over here at this point. Gold is also forming at this point. Pound yen. This 15-minute candle is about to close in 3 minutes over here as well. Let's see here. Why 50%? Partial close in Magic Key closes less than 50%. High 0.06. It closed 0.02 instead of 0.03. I think there was also something to do with the spread there as well, and also the pair you're trading. I'm holding GJ respected 5-minute high right here. Let's take a look here. Oh, nice. Yeah, GJ should continue bearish over here as well. Gold also should continue bearish here as well. Gold and GJ, both of them should continue bearish. Can you please take a look at this chart? Let's see here. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Euro JPY 1-minute chart. Beautiful. Very, very nicely done. Could you tell me how can I manage risk on your JPY? The best way to manage risk could have been, below this candle right here. This is where you could have your stop loss with price moving all the way up. That would have been the best way to manage risk. And there we go. Gold is also moving down. The same idea we had in the morning, where now 5-minute candle broke the low, stops above the previous candle for it to continue moving bearish at this point. Pound yen as well is on its way towards 149, 950. Let's see here. Which one you taking, GJ or gold? None. I took your JPY at around 130, 250 for price to move up. Not taking GJ, not taking gold. Let's take a look on the 15-minute time. For 15-minute candle close with no wick at the bottom. I have a demo count, but the spreads on GJ are showing as 4.8. Is that right? Yes. Demo counts are standard accounts, so they have higher spreads. They have higher spreads, my friend. Let's take a look at GU over here. GU. GU, oh wow, look at that. This thing just dropped. Broke below the low here on the 4-hour, looked at the 1-hour time frame. Wow, crazy drop here with NY open. Broke below the low and continues straight down, clean traffic to the left hand side. Crazy move here.
Gold just shot right back up.
Yeah. Yeah, gold is a heartbreaker, man, if you're not careful with gold.
Yeah, I took the sales. It went into like 5 pip profit. I just put it on break even, and I just got break even. Whatever. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
came straight back.
Even though I got break even, I'm pretty happy actually.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. You know, just being happy with that and just like, okay, you know what's gonna happen again.
Yeah, man, that's true.
Raja, is this gold is retracing in this moment?
Yes. Do you see it?
Yeah, shush, man.
Holy. Let's take a look at GJ here. GJ's continuing down over at this point. Childish behavior, yeah, exactly. Well, that's what happens when, like, you know, you don't win as much. Oh wow, your JPY is on its way over here now. Okay. Gold is going back in the range here now. We have about, what, 10 minutes left for the unemployment news? How come you didn't execute the first time EJ looked as if it was going to move, but you did on the second time? The first time I didn't execute because I was waiting for this candle to close. First time. And the second time when it started moving up, if you remember, we talked about that, okay, in the next hour we will start moving up. And that's what happened at this time. So, you know, in the next hour, we saw price start to move up here at this point. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this chart. This is executed a sell on the break of this candle right here. Closed 80% runner. Nice. Very nice. Looks like pound yen is at 150 at this point. This is a very interesting situation because 150 was a rejection level day before yesterday. Or yesterday. But if we do continue breaking below this area, I think we can continue moving bearish. Gold is just, I think it's retracing. Wow, man, what a retracement on gold. I think it's waiting for the unemployment news here. Okay, what's this here? Gold sells, lost, less than the planned loss. Nice. Can you please explain where I could have executed my second trade? I think that's something for you to identify yourself. You know, I mean, you've been in the program for a long time, and I think it's about time that you should be able to identify that yourself and then present that idea and then we can take a look at that and say, okay, you know what, whether that makes sense or not. Executed sells here, candle breaks the low, close partials as the candle turned bullish, partial stop loss hit. So just by looking at this, I think maybe you could have had your second entry right over here, right? So you need to be able to do this yourself now at this point. You know, even if you're wrong, at least try. Because if you don't do this yourself, you're never going to be able to do it in, I mean, it's just very simple, right? So you need to do this yourself and then post a chart saying, okay, this is where I think I should have entered a second position. So yeah, that's something to look at. All right, let's take a look over here. This is a stop taking for a sell instead of waiting for the candle to close. It's just too risky. Took a sell once we broke the low. Took a sell stop loss at a high. Stop loss at break even. Got stopped out. Lost 1%. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is what it is. You know. So I think you could have again. Where could you have entered a second entry? Where? Right over here. This is where we entered sells for price to come down, give a trade a second chance after the price came back down, won the second trade. Beautiful. This is what I like to see. Gave trade a second chance and won it. Amazing. Wow, GU was a pretty nice move here, not gonna lie. We have about what? Almost 7 minutes left for the unemployment claims right here. Alright, trying to bring the spaceship down over here. Hopefully nothing breaks, no wires come loose. If the wires come loose, then that's it. Stream ended. Alright, perfect. Could you please respond back to me on Instagram? Alright. Let's see here. Gold gave me the middle finger. Yeah, man, gold is treacherous situation over here. We got unemployment claims coming in, high impact news, so we're not sure how that's going to affect the markets here. I've been thinking to trade pre-NY to NYSE. Really monster moves during this time. Yes, they are monster moves during this time. Unemployment and GJ, much less impact. Depends, you know, because I mean, if this, let's see this, we got unemployment claims, and if the numbers are really, really strong or really, really weak, that may affect the yen a little bit. You know, not a whole lot, but like a little bit. It may affect the yen, you know, and when it affects the yen, that will in turn affect pound yen and euro yen right over here. If the numbers are really, really off, you know, so we'll have to wait and see what the numbers are actually there. Close 50% when candle closed bullish. Okay. Oh, you took a sell down over here. Added my position back when price broke below the 15-minute. Nice. Partial take profit 10 pips. Beautiful. There's a pretty long trade over here, but it made it work. Looks like GJ is back in action here on the 5-minute time frame. We're breaking below these lows. Just got to stay below 150, and I think it's on its way. What do you think about ACAB movement? ACAB movement. I don't know, what is it? Right here? Can we find it here? ACAB movement? There's no ACAB movement. There's ABCD movement. I don't know. C, D? Oh shit, it should come back to D over here. Yeah, I don't think this should go down on pound yen. It makes sense. I don't really know how to do this, but I don't know, it makes sense, I guess. Maybe bring it down over here. There we go. Looks much better. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, let's see here. Missed the first trade on gold this morning. Entered on the next opportunity. Made 1%. Turned off my magic keys and done for the day. Nice. Very, very beautiful. Staying safe here today. And looks like pound USD is still dropping here. Is this drop coming from the weakness in pound, or is it from the strength in USD? Let's take a look over here. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator. I haven't really looked at it today. Oh, wow, look at this. Weakness in pound. Okay, makes sense. Weakness in pound. Yen is also weak. That's why pound yen is kind of like, you know, having issues. But weakness in pound makes sense. If there was no virus, would you do a meetup in person? Yes. Oh, yeah. We have 3 minutes left here. Can I ask, please, is this really you on Instagram? If you have to ask me that, then that's not me. I don't message you on Instagram. I don't ask for nothing on Instagram. That's not me. All right, so we got, what, 2 minutes left over here now. 1.5 minutes. So that retrace on gold, was it coming to make the 30-minute top wick that it never made? Not sure. Probably it's retracing, getting ready for the news, I guess. Because we got news coming in about a minute. And again, we're going to notice how the spreads change over here now. These are the spreads on gold here. 1.8 pip, 2 pips. Spreads on pound yen, 1.1, 1.4. You can see how the spreads are going to increase on gold here now. I hope the spread... Oh, the news don't stop me out. Well, well, well. Let's see here. Oh, 3 pips. Hey, can you review my losing trade today? Yeah, we'll try if we get time over here. You can see how spreads are increasing on gold now. We got 15 seconds left, 14 seconds left. Let's take a look at the 15-minute time frame. If we break the low at 1782, I think we're off, going bearish. Wow, look at that, almost 4 pips. Hey, got to go. Have a nice weekend. Oh, thank you, man. Take care. Have a great weekend. Yeah, once we break below 1781, I think it's off. We're going to continue moving bearish. But if it doesn't, then, you know, it is what it is. Pound yen is ranging. Euro JPY is slowly trying to move up. Candles are closing small bullish candles. Let's see what the numbers were over here. The numbers were... Oh, good numbers. Good numbers. Wow, look at that. See? We talked about having good numbers here. Lower than expected. You know, this means good for the US dollar. And this means potentially gold, technically and fundamentally, should continue dropping. Right? Because it made no sense to have bad numbers here because, you know, the economy is open and people are employed and they're working. So if we break below 1782, we should see 1778 here today. Why is the spread on US 30 not changing? Because there's probably less volume here. That's why it's not changing. Let's see here. Gotta go. Oh, early. Thanks, Raja. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you. Is Kervin here to explain gold? He is not here to explain gold. Long-term trade. What do you think? Let's take a look at this. Oh. All right. Mr. Abu Khala is going in the gulag over here now. To the gulag. 3 points that will change your whole trading career. 1 or 2 trades. Don't trade Fridays. Only way to lose over trading and over risking. Yes. Took me 6 months to learn. Took me from break even to profitable. Thank you for the knowledge. Oh, nice. And it looks like pound yen is now continuing down over here now too. Broke below the low and it's on its way to 149.900. Took a little while, but it is continuing down over here. GU is also moving down. Gold is still struggling. I think gold's going to move by NYSE open, New York Stock Exchange open, because I think it's going to take some time for the market to absorb the news over here. And once it does absorb the news, then it's going to kind of like, start moving below 1782. If it does break below 1782, we're going to continue on towards 1778, 1777. Oh, damn. There goes GJ, 149.900 coming in. 149.900. Look at the support over here. Straight down to this area. %13 away from first account flip. Oh, beautiful. I hope you get that flip. I called this one easy trade on GJ, 25 pips, done for the day. Very nice. Nicely done. Let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame here. Yeah, 4-hour was perfect here as well. Came down to fill this wick and then continuing down to the support. Our next support is right down at 149.700. Sorry, I'm new here. Was interested in purchasing April mentorship. Should I finish baby pips before purchasing? Yes. Finish baby pips and then you can continue on. I think that's the most important thing at this point. Let's see here. Is it possible to pay? No, not gonna answer that. One day Raja said no more live streams for those idiots who send these charts. Yeah, the more we get them, the more we're gonna move on towards no live streams. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I really enjoy doing these live streams. All right, our magic key is finally shipped out. No, on the 27th and the 28th, we're gonna get them shipped out. We had huge delays. There were chip delays. There's the third wave. There's a whole host of issues. Hardest thing for me is to figure out is to get out when in profit. Oh, when to get in profit, when to get out of profit. It's very simple. when I take a trade, I have a target in mind, right? My target is around 10 to 12 pips. When I get 10 to 12 pips, I'm out of the trade. I don't care where trade goes after that. I'm just done after that. Can you do a risk management video for us? We already did a couple months ago. So we're looking for sells below this area here. Okay, looks good. We got clean traffic here to the bottom side. Also look to see how you could have gotten a sell with these candles coming down. Right? Look to see how you could have entered sells on that move there, because this was a pretty solid move coming down. So try to identify how you could have entered those sells. You know, just for like learning purposes. But then later on, if you do break below this area here, then we can continue down. But first we need to figure out how you could have gotten in that situation. What time did you guys start? We started at about 2 hours ago. I did get into that sell. It retraced back. Yeah, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it seemed like that happened to me yesterday too. Yesterday on gold, man. What can you do? How do you take these guys seriously? They aim for 10 pips on an average, 20 to 30 pip a week, and then they talk about price action seriously. Yeah, that's fine. You know, they're like different. The worst thing you can do is to say that someone's trading style is wrong or it's bad. That's the one thing you can do. You know, like everyone makes money in their own special way. I will never turn around and say, oh, someone else's trading style is bad. I'm never going to do that, you know. So, I mean, we have people who are profitable. We have people who are profitable swing trading, who are profitable trading 10 pips a day, 15 pips a day, you know, so to each their own. But like once you get mature in the market, then you start to respect everyone else's trading styles, you know. So if that comment was to get a reaction, there's no reaction, you know, because like I've matured in the markets and I do understand that there are different ways to make money in the market. Sorry for posting this cool channel. Been watching for the last 1 week. Apart from your course, which one do you recommend, and would you advise on taking or joining more than one community? I would say maybe focus on one community. Just focus on one trading community, because what's going to happen is you're going to develop friendships there. You're going to develop an identity there, you know. But if you start to focus on different communities, then you're going to be more like, you know, exposed to different styles of trading, and not all styles are going to work for you at the end of the day. That's the thing. Not all styles are going to work for you. So you have to focus on just one thing and just master that thing. It's what they say, like someone can be a, you know, like a jack of all trades, but master of none. Oh, Mr. Fayan donated 5 Singaporean dollars. Hey, Daddy Raja, keep up the good work. Thank you, son. Appreciate it. Are you guys here every day? Yes, every day. Every single day. So these are the trades I took today. There was a EUR/JPY buy I took. You can see right here, there was a buy I took, moved up around 113 pips. Same idea was right over here. You see right here, price broke above the high and moved up. This was a sell on gold, and then you know, got stopped out there. I think it was right here. Yeah, right here. Entered right here, closed 50%, and then added another one and moved down. What's the best way to learn if you want to teach someone? Best way to learn is to just focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. Like yesterday, I took 2 trades and had losses yesterday. Both trades were losses yesterday. You know, but then came back on today and focused on the same thing just like yesterday and won. I've been watching. I need to start trading. What's the minimum amount to start with? Minimum amount to start with is just depends on how much you can afford to lose. You know, someone can afford to lose $1,000, be okay with it. Someone can afford to lose $10 and be okay with it. Do you meditate? No, I don't meditate. I don't think meditation can help you trade better. GJ looks like it wants to drop. Yes, I do think so. It does want to continue down. Are you trade after this stream? No, I don't trade after this stream. I'm attempting to start my own crypto trading channel on YouTube. Any advice you can give? Yeah, just start. Start with good intentions, and that's it. Start with good intentions and just let time do its thing. We've been doing this for about what? Live streams have been on for about 3 years. My YouTube channel has been on for about 5 years. And oh, what's this? Had my first $500 day. Beautiful. Very nice. Congratulations. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna call it a day in about 2 minutes over here. I have some things to do here. Do you smoke? No, I don't. I haven't smoked in about a week. Week and a half. What's gold doing? Yeah, what is even gold? The gold is just ranging over here. Gonna see if gold breaks below 1781 to continue down later on in the NYSE Open or not. Got like almost a 40 pip range below 1781. At NYSE, we've seen a lot of volume coming in about NYSE Open, so that may happen. That may happen. So we're gonna wait and take a look at that. Why you trade on EJ? Usually just pound and gold. Traded on EJ because it was interest rates and executed based on what we've seen before. You know, so that's why I traded right over here. I stopped smoking 5 days ago. Hopefully I will stop smoking weed. I went on vacation, so harder to find supplier. Oh, yeah, sometimes that happens. How often do you respond to your Instagram? It's very, I don't know, man. I get a lot of messages. I get way too many messages now to answer. At first I used to answer everyone, but now it just gotten out of hand. I'll show you right here. Let's see here. You guys make me want to take a break. How can you peek at USD CAD to see the idea? Okay, we're gonna take a look at that. Yeah, take a look at this. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but all these messages, they're all unanswered messages. Really hard to answer all these messages. Keep going, and they keep going and keep going. So when it's something really important, I try to make a story so that everyone can be answered at the same time. Yeah, gold is just ranging here. Oh wow, look at that. Pound yen is continuing down over here. Broke below 149.900. Damn, Daniel. So this was the move right here. 8 pip stop, and it's now continuing on. Hey guys, I have interest in this. Come on, I need help. Well, imagine if these live streams didn't existed. You would have needed a lot of help at that time. Education in Pakistan for children, is it good and not so stressed like other country? Now, some people may not like this idea, but one of the main reason why I chose Pakistan to educate my kids is because they're changing the curriculum here in schools now. You know, they're teaching like, 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds about sex and sex change and transgenders. Like imagine your son comes home one day and says, "Hey dad, I want to be a girl because my teacher said it's okay to feel that way." No, man. I don't know. I wasn't raised like that, and that's just something I don't fly with. Some people may be okay with that. That's all good for you, but I don't fly with that. Like biologically, if you're a man, you're a fucking man. You know, you're not. No one's gonna tell you that's okay. It's not okay. That's like okay. So I read about this. I read about like how and why like big civilizations they crashed and crumbled. And if you read about the history, the way these whole things moved, they moved towards when men became more feminine, right? When men became more feminine and women became more masculine, that's when the civilizations started to crumble and break apart. And this is where we're going slowly. So as long as I can control what happens around me, I think we're going to be fine. But I'm not letting all this rainbow shit start to get in my family, man. No, it's not happening. You know, I mean, man, like, listen, man and women were here to breed. They were here to reproduce. If we can't reproduce, how can mankind and civilization prosper? Just can't. Um, Wow, look at this move over here in pound yen. Went really well. And I don't know, man. This is one guy on YouTube. I heard about his documentary right over here. No, his rant. Capital Hungry, right over here. You go to Capital Hungry. His rant. Look at importance of femininity in society. Importance of masculinity in society. Really, really good talks here. This guy talks like. All right, let me see over here.
Traits and saying one is better than the other. There is no comparison of saying one is better than the means at all. But I am not here to talk about men versus women or the benefits of femininity. I'm here to defend masculinity, which is currently being destroyed in the western side of the world.
Yeah, that's true. Gyms are closed. When gyms are closed, what happens? You can't be aggressive. You can't feed your man ego. I don't know, man. That's a whole nother topic. But I'm going to call it a day over here, guys. Thank you all for joining in. And we will see you tomorrow morning at the same time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Take care. Take care, everybody.
Take care, Raja.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye.
Adios.
Thank you, Raja. Bye.